we're going to dive in right off the jump here, okay? Let's charge the damn mound. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a Los Angeles Dodger.
Oh, man. Hey, this guy. Go ahead, Scott. You finish it.
Oh, I didn't want to do like the not one, not two, not three. I don't feel like that's Ohtani and Yamamoto's style and Tyler Glasnow, but Yamamoto, Buehler, Glasnow. I love Bobby Miller.
You know who I love?
Yeah.
I love Shohei Ohtani. I think he's going to be an up-and-coming star, too, for the Dodgers. Right, Kratzy?
He can pitch. He can toss the baseball around a little bit in 2025. That 2025 rotation is better than the 2024 rotation. Well, Top, by the way, let's start with you because your friend Jack Curry, who was on the show recently, was the first one to really break the news here. He got it. Once we saw that, we were like, all right, this is legit. He said he heard Yamamoto will sign with the Dodgers for more than $300 million. So first off, if you were living under a rock, he ends up being the highest paid pitcher of all time in terms of guaranteed money, although they stretched it out. So the average annual value is actually much lower than Garrett Cole. But there's Ken. No deferrals, which is the opposite of Ohtani, who's 97% deferrals. It's 12 years, $325 million, a signing bonus of $50 million, and opt-outs after years 6 and 8. So he can opt out after the 2029 season or after the 2031 season. But wait, there's more. They also pay about $50.5 million to his team in Japan on a posting fee to be able to bring him over. And that's part of why the opt-outs get pushed back pretty far, because it's like, hey, we're giving an extra 50 mil. So technically, Garrett Cole costed $324, and this is $325, but really it's $375 to bring a 25-year-old ace over to the Dodgers. And Todd Father, starting with your reaction to this, you can also mix in the fact that it seems like the Yankees were a hard stop at $300 million. So they got outbid.
Yeah, and I think that's what the final thing was. I mean, not only knowing that Shohei was going there, that helps, but I think it was the money at the end of the day. Man, what a sign for the Dodgers. It's unbelievable. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I thought they were World Series bound a couple weeks ago, and now they're World Series champs now. It's something special what they're doing. You wish more teams would do this. The guy, he's not big in stature, but guess what? He throws the heck out of the ball. He's got filthy arsenal. His fastball, it's got its heaviness, it's got sink. His splitter is devastating. And you see some of these highlights here. Boys, get ready because this guy's going to come in fired up, ready to rock. And God, this Dodgers team is going to be one. It might be one of the best teams, or if the best team to be placed on the field in a regular season. This is just, Eric, it's just a beautiful thing for them. I feel bad for the East Coast.
They still got to play 162. Like there's a lot going on. And I know Yamamoto over here, like the highlight we keep seeing is him striking out the entire Australian WBC team. Like that, like there's still some things he has to prove. This is a ton of money for a guy who hasn't proved anything yet in the big leagues. This is not me throwing shade. I know I'm gonna get roasted for saying this kind of thing, but he hasn't thrown in the big leagues yet. I don't buy into the whole, he's short. If he gets hurt, like look at Shohei. Shohei's an absolute monster, and he gets hurt. Like guys get hurt. Don't put the height thing, but he hasn't thrown in the big leagues yet. I'm not saying he's not going to do good. What I'm saying is this shows you the kind of money that is out there in baseball. What do you think Paul Skeens would have gotten if he had pitched in Japan the last 4 years? And then he's coming over here. Paul Skeens is one of the best pitching prospects right now in the game. And he's not, so it's not apples to apples, but there is so much money out there for a free market system for pitchers, for position players, for successful physical specimens that can play this game. And yet a lot of players get stuck to an international bonus fee. They get stuck to a draft slot fee. And it's all the way. That's why a team like the Angels doesn't trade Shohei Ohtani. I get it. There was other money off the field too. But those draft picks are so valuable, and that's what shouldn't be lost in this whole Yoshinobu Yamamoto signing here today.
Hey, we used this, a week ago. What does Spencer Strider get if he's a free agent right now?
$1 billion.
Doesn't he get 350?
He doesn't. To me, I don't think he gets 350. I'm surprised that they went $1 million over what Garrett Cole got. I know it's not the same.
It's age, Kratz.
I know it's not the same AAV. I know it's age. He hasn't pitched in the big leagues. Garrett Cole was the best pitcher in the big leagues without a Cy Young when he signed his contract. And he got more. He essentially got more. Bryce Harper wanted the largest contract, not AAV. He won the largest contract when he signed his to have that moniker. The Phillies gave it to him. They stretched it out to 13 years. Like, there's something said about that. And I think, I give credit to the Yankees for not going to 325, because I don't know that, what kind of precedent does that send to the guy who just won the Cy Young? Like,
I'll tell you what precedent it sends. Garrett Cole has an opt-out that he can use that can be blocked by the Yankees if they make it 10 years, 360, okay, which is going to happen. So then they can say, hey, Garrett, two things. One, you want to win a chip. The rest of the rotation sucked besides you last year. So this is the market price for a dude like this who enters free agency way younger than even you did. And you still have the overall bigger deal once we kick in this opt-out blocker that gives you 360. And I think Garrett would be like, cool, we'll be rich together and we'll be two number ones on the biggest freaking team in New York City right now and try and get us back to the World Series, because we haven't won a World Series since 2009 and fans are freaking the fuck out. I think Yankee fans are pissed right now. Hey, if he decided, like on the Mets side here, which we're looking at, the Mets offered 325, the Yankees offered 300. Mets fans, I think, can sleep easier right now because they had the same offer, right? They offered that. The Dodgers matched it. He wanted to be a Dodger more than a Met. But the Yankees didn't offer that much. So we don't know if 325 was equal if he would have gone there. Maybe he'll let us know that in his press conference. I think it's hard for Yanks fans to stomach the fact that their team is being outbid for a player that they desperately wanted. Hideki Matsui doing the video and giving him the signed jersey. You know what talks? Money. And you know what the Yankees have that they can swing around better than any team in baseball up until this point? Money. But they're not the same Yanks anymore, right? They're in that top five, but they are not here and everyone else is here. That's what happens. That's the difference in this game. And the Dodgers are about to own baseball in another country. They are Japan's team. They're going to, this already was happening. Now it's happening more. NHK, which airs the games, they're going to air every Dodger game and make a fortune, and the Dodgers are going to charge them for it. Jersey patches, like Kratz mentioned, the Yankees make $25 a year off their jersey patch. How much now will a Japanese company pay for a jersey patch for the Dodgers? $50 million?
Has to be. Has to be at least $50 million. You talk about NHK. I looked up what the WBC final. Now, I get it. It was culminating into the finals for the WBC. It was Team Japan. It was Team Samurai. All that stuff. 97% of Japanese households watched the WBC final. 97%. And now all of Dodger games are going to be on their network.
It's amazing. Now, like you brought up, Scott, how many other players in Japan are like, oh shit, I got to go now.
Sasaki.
Like, you know what I mean? There's tons of them. I shouldn't say tons. There's a handful of players that are like, damn, that much money could be made playing in the biggest stage in the world. Okay. I'm telling my coach next year I'm leaving. Like, there is an opportunity for these guys if they see this window. I want to go over. Like, let's go. They see what these guys are making. What's his name for the Giants? Just got, what did he get?
Jung-Hoo Lee got $113 million.
$113
which
million.
Many say is an overpay, but hey, look at the market right now.
For a leadoff guy, basically, dude. Not even a power hitter. Like, if I'm in Japan, I'm like, all right, my main goal is to get over there, and I need to do it ASAP. And listen, if there's money to be made, there's money to be made. You got to go where it is. And these guys have found a way. So the hype is real.
But Kratz is right. The system plays better overseas than it plays here. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you're
Oh,
a
yeah.
first round pick, maybe a high first round pick, and you're getting $10 million on a signing bonus, you're still now entering a system where you're probably not going to be a free agent until you're like 28, 29, 30 years old. If you're a star athlete in Japan, okay, you're probably now watching Ohtani and Yamamoto play on the Dodgers every day and being like, that is my dream. If I am a star, I want to play in NPB, get to free agency when I'm 25 years old, enter the MLB free agent market, be rich as hell, and play for the Dodgers, my team that I liked growing up. The Yankees dominated that space in, I think, a lot of the world for a long time with Derek Jeter, almost during his entire career. We still have young players in our game that are like, Derek Jeter's my favorite player, and I was a Yankee fan because of Derek Jeter. I think you're now going to have a wave, especially internationally, of people that are like, Ohtani or Yamamoto are my favorite player, and I'm a Dodger fan. And if I play overseas and I want to be a baseball player, I'm going to be rich as fuck.
And
The LA,
you think, go ahead.
The LA hat, that's been iconic. Like the Yankees hat, it's not going to surpass it. I don't see it surpassing the Yankees, but it is going to shift an entire generation. What they did in this last, has it been 10 days since Shohei signed? What they did will shift that. And like when you talk about monetizing that, like I just, when I wrap my head around the patches, the TV deals,
The
that
signs
type of
in the outfield.
monetization, they're almost paying for these guys' contracts out the gate.
Yeah, the money is already there. The returns are off the
Bonkers.
charts. The Dodgers are going to make billions of dollars in both hard cash and actual value to the franchise in terms of how it's worth. So this was an easy dub for them so far, getting two players like that are iconic international legends already.
And I just looked it up. This is a name everybody needs to know on the day Yamamoto signed. Roki Sasaki. He pitches for Lotte, I think. Chiba Lotte. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, Yamamoto, when you watch him pitch, he almost averaged 10 strikeouts per 9 in the MPB. Okay? Yeah, Chiba Lotte Marines. Roki Sasaki is 22 years old. He struck out 13.25. He was a dude that almost threw back-to-back perfect games.
Yes.
He asked his team if he can be posted next year. Will they do it or not? Hey, you know what? Oryx is getting an almost $51 million paycheck right now.
Yeah.
It might make teams think a little bit differently because that's all based on the contract. It's like 20% of the contract goes into it, creates that $50 million, $50.5 million posting.
Yeah,
fee
but
that
Kratz,
goes
I'm
back.
going to stop you there because Suzuki's too young. So if he comes out now, then he's got to be like Ohtani when he came to the bigs. You don't get nearly as much money. If you wait till you're 25 years old, which is what Yamamoto did,
Gotcha.
that is the ultimate jackpot. So that's the only thing. Now,
There's
it is
rules.
a process
Yeah,
usually publicly let everyone know that you want to be posted, and then it takes a year or two. That's just kind of the way that it works out there. So I don't know. And he might be looking at Ohtani and saying, I want that roadmap. I don't care. I'll go into the bigs, go into the arbitration system and all that. I just want to get across because if I'm a star like that, I'll get endorsement deals too, right? So just something to keep in mind.